Across the city, emergency sirens blared. An announcement echoed over the speakers. All civilians near the Korea University of Arts must evacuate immediately. From a high rise nearby, armed forces observed the unfolding disaster. "Where the hell are the hunters?" one officer muttered, frustration clear in his voice. "Still inbound. ETA unknown," another replied grimly. They could do nothing but watch. And then the worst was confirmed. The beast attacking the city wasn't just another Mistborn. It was Kim Jong-soo, a former C-rank hunter, a tank built like a damn war machine, and now a monster. The battle against Kim Jong-soo. Inside the crumbling building, Suho steadied himself. This wasn't just some random infected. This thing had technique, skill, deadly intent. It rushed him, blade slicing through the air with terrifying precision. Suho ducked, barely. The edge missed his throat by inches, the wind from the swing alone enough to sting his skin. Too fast, too strong. With no weapon, Suho grabbed the nearest thing he could find, a fire extinguisher, and swung it with everything he had. Kim Jong-soo sneered. With one effortless swipe, the blade cleaved straight through it. A hiss of white smoke erupted between them. Suho seized the moment, vanished into the cloud. He ran, not out of fear, but because this was a losing fight. Even with his recent power boost, a C rank was leagues above him. Ranks existed for a reason. Right now, Suho was E rank at best. This wasn't a fair fight. This was a death sentence. He needed a plan. But then he saw it, or rather, them. 3 girls, stranded, on a rooftop nearby, completely unaware of the death incarnate staring them down. One of them spoke. "We should wait. The hunters will come, right?" Another nodded, hopeful. "Yeah, they won't let us die." Suho's blood ran cold. Because Kim Jong-soo didn't hesitate, the beast lunged. One swing, one monstrous, effortless strike. And the rooftop was painted red. The girls never even had time to scream. Silence fell over the battlefield. Suho froze. Then, something inside him snapped. No more time to wait for backup. No more running, no more holding back. His rage ignited like a wildfire. With a burst of speed, he launched himself off the ledge. Like a missile, he dropped an elbow straight onto Kim Jong-soo's skull. A loud crack. The beast staggered, but barely. It turned, grinning. A blur of steel shot towards him. Suho dodged, barely escaping decapitation. One hit, just one clean hit, and he was dead. But he wasn't retreating, because this thing needed to die. Summoning every ounce of strength, he attacked, blow after blow. Faster, stronger. He had to win. The Mistborn swung again. But this time, Suho saw it. The opening. His body moved on instinct. A shift of his weight, a twist of his torso, the blade whizzed past, slicing through empty air. And for the first time, Kim Jong-soo was exposed. Suho didn't hesitate. He struck. With a burst of speed, Suho drove his knee straight into the monster's face, fully expecting it to stagger. It didn't. The thing barely flinched. Suho blinked. "You've got to be kidding me." Before he could react, the Mistborn grinned, a twisted, almost amused expression, then retaliated. A searing pain ripped through Suho's torso as the beast's blade tore deep into his flesh. Blood gushed from the wound, his vision flashing red as agony exploded through his body. Then came the kick. The Mistborn's foot connected with his chest like a freight train, sending him flying. Suho crashed into the nearest wall with enough force to leave a crater, his body crumpling to the ground like a discarded action figure. He lay there for a moment, dazed as the system politely informed him, warning, HP critically low. No kidding! Every fiber of his being screamed in protest as he forced himself upright. His limbs felt like lead, blood dripping steadily onto the shattered pavement beneath him. His fists, trembling but determined, rose once more. He was still alive, and as long as he could move, he wasn't done. The Mistborn loomed over him, grinning wider, savoring the moment. Then the sky rumbled. Dark lightning crackled overhead, twisting unnaturally across the storm clouds. The Mistborn hesitated, its gaze flickering upward. Boom! A bolt of black lightning, darker than the void itself, tore through the heavens and struck the ground with apocalyptic force. A shockwave blasted outward, shattering concrete, kicking up a massive cloud of debris. The Mistborn barely had time to react before someone, landed in the impact zone. The sheer force sent a ripple through the air, silencing everything. Suho, his vision hazy, barely managed to make out the figure standing amidst the destruction. His mind registered only two thoughts before the darkness took him. 1. Whoever this was, they weren't human. 2. Thank God they weren't on the Mistborn's side. As the dust settled, a massive silhouette emerged, a towering, unmistakable form. Suho squinted. Was that an ant? His brain short-circuited. Of all the things he expected to see today, a gigantic humanoid ant radiating raw power wasn't one of them. Overwhelmed by pain, exhaustion, and sheer confusion, Suho's body decided it had had enough. With a soft nope, he collapsed, unconscious before he even hit the ground. The figure stretched its arms, power thrumming in the air around it. A golden light flowed from its clawed hands, wrapping around Suho in a warm, restorative embrace. "Forgive me, my king," the voice murmured, thick with regret. "I was delayed." Baru, the Ant King, had arrived. Across the battlefield, the Mistborn, still very much alive, let out a guttural growl and dragged itself upright. Black steam hissed from its wounds, its glowing eyes locking onto Baru with burning rage. Baru exhaled, his mandibles twitching in something resembling disgust. "You dare lay a hand on His Highness?" The Mistborn barely had time to process the insult before Baru vanished. Shing! In a single, fluid motion, Baru reappeared behind it. The Mistborn stood still for a moment, confused, until its torso slid cleanly in half, blood spraying in every direction. Elsewhere, Talim was having the worst day of his life. Armed with nothing but a mop, he stood frozen as a snarling beast rushed at him. "Help!" Before he could finish, a powerful gust of wind nearly knocked him off his feet. The next thing he knew, the beast was gone. Well, not entirely. Its boots were still there, comically planted where it had stood moments before. The rest of it yeeted into the stratosphere. Beru moved like a storm, tearing through monsters at speeds too fast for the human eye to follow. His claws carved through flesh with effortless brutality. Limbs flew, blood sprayed, and the night air filled with dying screams. It was a massacre. From a nearby rooftop, police officials watched in horrified awe. "What? What the hell is that thing?" one officer stammered. "Whatever it is," another muttered, eyes wide, "it's on our side." When the last monster fell, an eerie silence settled over the battlefield. The chaos, the screaming, the destruction. It had all been erased in mere minutes. Baru landed gracefully beside Suho's unconscious form, gazing down at him with a mix of reverence and nostalgia. His voice, deep and unwavering, broke the quiet. "It has been a long time, young monarch,